Hey guys, it's Carrie. I'm looking at reptiles today. Reptiles are a class of vertebrates made up mostly of snakes, turtles, lizards and crocodilians. These animals are most easily recognized by their dry, scaly skin. Almost all reptiles are cold-blooded and most lay eggs, though some, like the boa constrictor, give birth to live young. Please subscribe and turn on notifications. Leopard gecko. In the wild, they are generally considered to be nocturnal. During the day, they retreat to burrows and sheltered hiding spots, becoming active at dusk when the temperature is favourable. Tuatara. They are reptiles endemic to New Zealand. They are the largest reptile in New Zealand, growing to 61 centimetres in length, weighing up to 1 kilogram. They look like lizards, but they are really the last survivors of a group of reptiles that roamed the earth before dinosaurs existed. Chameleon. Their 5 toes are modified into groups. On the forefoot, the 2 outside toes are joined to form one group and the 3 inside toes form another. The hindfoot has the opposite arrangement. This allows them to grasp branches just like our thumbs and fingers can grasp objects. Their prehensile tail also helps because they can wrap it around a tree branch while climbing. Chameleons have 4 layers of skin: the outer protective layer, called the epidermis, the chromatophore layer, which contains yellow and red pigments, the melanophore layer, which has the dark pigment melanin and can create brown and black colours or reflect blue, and the nether layer, which only reflects white. Nerve impulses and hormone changes cause the colour cells in these layers to expand and shrink, and the blending of the different layers creates the colours and patterns that we see. Their eyes have a scaly lid shaped like a cone, with only a small round opening in the middle for the pupil. The chameleon can rotate and focus its eyes separately to look at 2 different objects at the same time. This gives it a full 360-degree view around its body. Basilisk lizard. They can run on their hind legs. Their speed, coupled with specialized scales on the bottom of their feet, allows them to sprint across the water's surface. Blue coral snake. It is one of the world's most striking species of snake. It has the biggest venom glands in the world, extending over a quarter of the length of its body. Oops, this looks like an avalanche. Based on comparative anatomy, there is a consensus that snakes descended from lizards. Pythons and boas, primitive groups among modern snakes, have vestigial hind limbs, tiny, clawed digits known as anal spurs, which are used to grasp during mating. Fossils that were identifiable as snakes first appear in the fossil record during the Cretaceous period. The earliest known true snake fossils come from the marine snakes, the oldest of which is the late Cretaceous. Alligator. This one's in a bit of trouble with a green anaconda wrapped around it. This would only happen if it was a small alligator or maybe one that wasn't well. Shortly before hatching, the young alligators, still inside the eggs, begin vocalizing. This helps synchronize the hatching of the siblings and attract the mother to the nest. When hatching begins, mother alligators venture to the nest and begin opening them. Using their powerful jaws, mother alligators gently lift the babies and carry them to the water's edge. The mother stays with them, and few predators are bold enough to attempt to eat hatchlings when their mother is near. Green anaconda. It is the largest snake native to the Americas. Although it is slightly shorter than the reticulated python, it is far bulkier. Iguana. They can grow to 2 meters, including their tail. They have good vision and can see shapes, shadows, colors, and movement at long distances. This visual acuity enables them to navigate through crowded forests and to locate food. They employ visual signals to communicate with other members of the same species. The tympanum, which is the iguana's eardrum, is located behind each eye. Rock agama. Males bask openly on exposed rocks and show head push-up displays. The larger males take up higher perch positions. When birds fly overhead, they flatten their bodies out. Horned lizard. They are able to squirt blood from the corners of their eyes through little ducts. This can travel a distance of up to 1 metre. It's meant to confuse would-be predators, but also contains a chemical that is noxious to dogs, wolves, and coyotes. Milk snake. They are not venomous, and they only act aggressively if they feel threatened. Gila monster is a species of venomous lizard. It grows to 56 centimeters and is native to southwestern US. Chameleon. This one can change color. If you put it into a cup of warm water, it will change to a different color. And here it is, quite different. Lizard is the common name used for all squamate reptiles other than snakes. There are over 7,000 species ranging across all continents except Antarctica, as well as most oceanic island chains. They range in size from chameleons and geckos that are a few centimeters long to the 3-meter long Komodo dragon. Gharial. To initiate courtship, the gharials approach and begin to rub their snout on the head of the other animal, which is called snout rubbing. If this advance is welcomed, the act will continue until both animals are caressing with their snouts along the entire body of their mate. Crocodile. With courtship and mating, the male and female lift heads and rub jaws, opening their jaws wide but do not bite. They begin to swim parallel and the male draws the female near with his forelimb and mounts the female to begin copulation. Mating takes place in shallow water, with the male inserting his erect penis that is usually hidden inside the cloaca in the resting state into the female's cloaca, where sperm is used for internal fertilization. It's really difficult to tell males from females. For correct sex identification, the male external genital organ of an immobilized crocodile must be felt out and protruded from its cloaca, and subsequently compared to the similar female clitoris. pagona, or bearded dragon. This refers to the underneath of the throat, which can turn black and become inflated for a number of reasons, most often as a result of stress if they feel threatened. Collared lizard. They have a large head and powerful jaws. Males have a blue-green body with a light brown head. Frilled-necked lizard. They are able to run on their two back legs. This shifts the centre of mass back as they accelerate forward so that their forelimbs lift off the ground, leaving them running on two legs. Sea turtle. Marine turtles were around more than 100 million years ago and lived alongside dinosaurs. There are 7 species of marine turtle: hawksbill, loggerhead, leatherback, olive ridley, green, flatback, and here we are, the Kemp's ridley. Turtles don't have teeth. They use their beak-like mouth to grasp their food. The beak is made of keratin, like our fingernails are made. Turtle shells are made of over 50 bones fused together, so they're literally wearing their bones on the outside. They also have light spongy bones that help them float. This is the Kemp's ridley hatchling. Red-eared slider turtle. Marine turtles can vary greatly in size. The smallest Kemp's ridley measure around 70 centimetres long and weigh up to 40 kilograms, whilst the leatherback can reach up to 180 centimetres long and weigh over 500 grams. That's over 10 times heavier. The largest ever leatherback was 2.5 metres long, 2.5 metres from flipper to flipper, and weighing over 900 kilograms. That's more than 140 stone. Turtles sometimes look like they're crying, but they're actually getting rid of excess salt. American alligator. They are great swimmers. They are equipped with webbed feet and strong tails that propel them through the water, growing up to 5 meters. Boa constrictor. While they are not aggressive, they are large, powerful snakes that can do serious damage if handled incorrectly. Large constrictors should never be put around your neck, and if handling for someone else, the head should always be controlled. Black mamba. They are fast, nervous, lethally venomous, and when threatened, highly aggressive. It is the world's deadliest snake. Eastern brown snake. It is considered the world's second most venomous land snake. The main effects of its venom are on the circulatory system. Komodo dragon. They are the biggest and heaviest lizards on Earth. Full-grown adults can reach 3 meters long and weigh more than 140 kilograms. Mostly they weigh around 70 kilograms. These endangered giant reptiles have been around for millions of years. They are powerfully built with wide flat heads, rounded snouts, bowed legs and huge muscular tails. Their yellow tongues flick in and out as they walk. Komodos are the dominant predators on the islands where they live. They ambush their prey and then pounce on it with powerful legs and sharp claws then sink their jagged shark-like teeth in. Komodo dragons have relatively weak bite strength. Instead, they rely on their sharp, curved teeth and long, sturdy claws to slash and tear at their prey with astonishing force. The Komodo dragon's tail is as long as its body. They have 60 frequently replaced serrated teeth that can measure up to 2.5 centimeters or 1 inch in length. Its saliva is frequently blood-tinged because its teeth are almost completely covered by gingival tissue that is naturally lacerated during feeding. It has a long, yellow, deeply forked tongue. Komodo dragon skin is reinforced by armoured scales, which contain tiny bones called osteoderms that function as a sort of natural chainmail. The Komodo primarily relies on its tongue to detect, taste and smell stimuli with a vomeronasal sense, using the Jacobson's organ rather than using its nostrils. As an ectotherm, it is most active in the day, although it exhibits some nocturnal activity. They are solitary, only coming together to mate and to eat. Basilisk. This is a mythical creature. In legends, it is a legendary reptile reputed to be a serpent king who causes death to those who look into his eyes. It's not real. Amazon tree boa. Like all boas, it is non-venomous. It is found in South America. They grow between 1.5 and 2 meters in length. Lots of different colors and patterns. Coral snake. They are very elusive, burrowing snakes which spend most of their time buried beneath the ground or leaf litter of the rainforest floor. They come to the surface only when it rains or during the breeding season. Coral snakes feed mostly on smaller snakes, lizards, frogs, birds and small rodents. They have small hollow fangs to deliver their venom. Cobra. Many cobras are capable of rearing upwards and producing a hood when threatened. Cobra venom generally contains neurotoxins active against the nervous system of prey, primarily small vertebrates and other snakes. Bites, particularly from larger species, can be fatal depending on the amount of venom injected. Neurotoxins affect breathing, and although antivenin is effective, it must be administered soon after the bite. The world's largest venomous snake is the King Cobra, found predominantly in forests from India through Southeast Asia to the Philippines and Indonesia. It preys chiefly on other snakes. Maximum confirmed length is 5.6 meters, but most do not exceed 3.6 meters. Some cobras are able to spit their venom. Spitters propel venom through the fangs by muscular contraction of the venom ducts and by forcing air out of the single lung. This is a black-necked cobra. Africa also has spitting and non-spitting cobras, but they are not related to the Asian cobras, nor are they related to each other. red-bellied black snake. It's a species of venomous snake indigenous to Australia. Sidewinder or horned rattlesnake. It is a pit viper. Like all other pit vipers, it is venomous. It has an unusual form of locomotion. As its body progresses over loose sand, it forms a letter J-shaped impression with the tip of the hook pointing in the direction of travel. Green anaconda. These giant non-venomous snakes usually live in or near water in warm parts of South America. They are constrictors, meaning that they usually kill their prey by coiling their body around it and squeezing it until the animal can no longer breathe. They usually hunt at night for mammals, reptiles, and birds, usually just using their mouth and sharp teeth alone. Sometimes they may pull their prey underwater to drown it. After killing their prey, anacondas swallow it whole. 9 months after mating, female anacondas give birth to large litters of live young. A litter can be between 14 to 82 young. Each hatchling measures up to 60 centimeters long, which is 2 feet. What do you do if you get bitten by a snake? All snake bites must be treated as potentially life-threatening. If you've been bitten by a snake, call an ambulance. Snake bites are either venomous if the snake has injected venom into your body, or dry if no venom is injected. Snake bites may cause pain and swelling around the site of the bite, or there may be very few signs left on the skin. Symptoms that snake venom has entered your body may include dizziness, blurred vision, breathing difficulties, nausea, muscle weakness, or paralysis. Most snake bites occur when snakes are disturbed. The best way to prevent being bitten is by avoiding snakes altogether. Eastern diamondback rattlesnake. It is a species of pit viper. They are endemic to southeastern United States. It is one of the heaviest venomous snakes in the Americas and the largest rattlesnake. Rough green snake. They are very slender and graceful, with beautiful solid green backs and yellow or white bellies. Corn snake help control populations of pests such as rodents and insects. Yellow ball python. They are not venomous and don't have fangs, so a bite may not be as severe as other snake bites. They can grow up to 2 meters in length. The males tend to be shorter and thinner than the females. Albino Burmese python. Albinism is a genetic mutation in the DNA where the body does not produce melanin, which is the pigment, which results in white skin or scales. Chain king snake. They grow to 122 centimeters. They are shiny black, smooth-scaled snakes with white or yellow chain link bands that cross the back and connect along the sides. Rattlesnake. I like the way you can put it into different poses. Green tree python. Their bite can be painful, but they are pretty much harmless. They live up in the trees. This is another common collared lizard. This one's by Bullyland. Crested gecko. They are a mostly arboreal species, preferring to inhabit the canopy of the New Caledonian rainforests. They are able to jump long distances between branches. Emerald tree boa. It has a large heart-shaped head, a narrow neck and a stout body that tapers to a long prehensile tail. It is not venomous, but the long curved front teeth can inflict a painful bite. This little lizard is amazing. I spent a lot of time looking at it. Coming up next are 2 videos about snakes. Please stay and watch another video with me. I love to read and reply to all of your comments. I'm going to say right now, thank you for watching my video. See you again soon. See you guys in my next video. Hi, it's Kerry. You're going to get to see all of these wonderful snakes today. Can you tell me how many anacondas in today's video? I'm going on a snake hunt. This is a slippery customer. The green anaconda is a member of the boa family and is the largest and heaviest known snake, not necessarily the longest. The rough green snake is a non-venomous North American colorbreed. It is sometimes called a grass snake or green grass snake. The snakes are caught up in the top. The black mamba is one of the world's deadliest snakes. The sidewinder rattlesnake. It's a species of venomous pit viper. It is called a sidewinder because it uses a sidewinding motion to move across the sand. Let's look under here. The chain king snake is a harmless colorbreed species endemic to the US and Mexico. It's a favorite amongst collectors. Boa constrictors are one of the largest snakes in the world, along with the reticulated python and anaconda. They are non-poisonous but just as deadly. And here's another boa. They ambush their prey, which means they will hide and wait for something tasty to go by and then attack. The black mamba is the fastest and second longest land snake in the world. Their name comes from the colour inside their mouths. Coral snakes are a venomous snake that live in North America. They are members of the cobra family. They have a pair of small hollow fangs to deliver their venom. The albino Burmese python. What a beautiful looking snake. This is a very rare snake. The Burmese python is one of the 5 largest species of snakes in the world. The cobra hatchling. This is a great model. You can see a split in the egg where it's just starting to hatch out of the egg. Green anaconda hunts on land and in the water, but prefers water where it can move with ease. It can stay under the water for 10 minutes before it comes to the surface to breathe. Green anaconda. The diameter of their body can be up to 12 inches or 30 centimetres. The red-bellied black snake. If you look closely underneath, you'll see it has a red belly. This is a white cobra. They would have trouble because they don't have any camouflage. It would expose them to predators and enemies and make it hard for them to ambush prey. Rattlesnake. They are best known for and most easily recognized by their rattle. The rattle is made by segments of their tail locking together. The yellow ball python is a non-venomous constrictor. This is the smallest of the African pythons and is popular as a pet. Snake is a North American species of rat snake that subdues its small prey by constriction. They are popular as pet snakes. The brown snake is a venomous Australian snake. The cobra, when threatened, their ribs expand to make a hood. They make a loud, low hissing noise and they can spit venom up to 8 feet. Boa constrictors have small hooked teeth that they use to grab and hold prey. If their teeth fall out or become damaged, they can regrow them. Rattlesnakes are found in North and Southern America. I like this flexible one. Where the little dots are, it can bend. You can twist it round a tree or hang it from a rock. Well, I loved all these snakes. Remember to tap the bell icon to be notified when my next new video is released. Subscribe and like if you like reptiles. Thank you for watching my videos. Please share with your friends. See you again soon. Hi, it's Kerry. You're going to get to see all of these wonderful snakes today. Can you tell me how many anacondas in today's video? I'm going on a snake hunt. This is a slippery customer. The green anaconda is a member of the boa family and is the largest and heaviest known snake, not necessarily the longest. The rough green snake is a non-venomous North American color breed. It is sometimes called a grass snake or green grass snake. The snakes are caught up in the top. The black mamba is one of the world's deadliest snakes. The sidewinder rattlesnake. It's a species of venomous pit viper. It is called a sidewinder because it uses a sidewinding motion to move across the sand. Let's look under here. The chain king snake is a harmless color-bred species endemic to the US and Mexico. It's a favorite amongst collectors. Boa constrictors are one of the largest snakes in the world, along with the reticulated python and anaconda. They are non-poisonous but just as deadly. And here's another boa. They ambush their prey, which means they will hide and wait for something tasty to go by and then attack. The black mamba is the fastest and second longest land snake in the world. Their name comes from the color inside their mouths. Coral snakes are a venomous snake that live in North America. They are members of the cobra family. They have a pair of small hollow fangs to deliver their venom. The albino Burmese python. What a beautiful looking snake. This is a very rare snake. The Burmese python is one of the 5 largest species of snakes in the world. The cobra hatchling. This is a great model. You can see a split in the egg where it's just starting to hatch out of the egg. green anaconda hunts on land and in the water, but prefers water where it can move with ease. It can stay under the water for 10 minutes before it comes to the surface to breathe. Green anaconda. The diameter of their body can be up to 12 inches or 30 centimeters. The red-bellied black snake. If you look closely underneath, you'll see it has a red belly. This is a white cobra. They would have trouble because they don't have any camouflage. It would expose them to predators and enemies and make it hard for them to ambush prey. Rattlesnake. They are best known for and most easily recognized by their rattle. The rattle is made by segments of their tail locking together. The yellow ball python is a non-venomous constrictor. This is the smallest of the African pythons and is popular as a pet. Corn snake is a North American species of rat snake that subdues its small prey by constriction. They are popular as pet snakes. The brown snake is a venomous Australian snake. The cobra, when threatened, their ribs expand to make a hood. They make a loud, low hissing noise and they can spit venom up to 8 feet. Boa constrictors have small hooked teeth that they use to grab and hold prey. If their teeth fall out or become damaged, they can regrow them. Rattlesnakes are found in North and Southern America. I like this flexible one. Where the little dots are, it can bend. You can twist it round a tree or hang it from a rock. Well, I loved all these snakes. Remember to tap the bell icon to be notified when my next new video is released. Subscribe and like if you like reptiles. Thank you for watching my videos. Please share with your friends. See you again soon.